I think that could be the new coach over there, Mike McClellan, out with Frankie Barra. Yes, that's this Kiwi, ex-Kiwi international. Full-back, come centre three-quarter, Mike McClellan out there just having the photo call. I would imagine he'll work very closely with the Saints captain Shane Cooper and Frankie Barra. The Saints doing well at present, 5 wins on the trot, 2 in the Rugby League Challenge Cup, 3 in the league, and they demolished Bradford last Wednesday by the tune of 32 points to 10. But Saints just, they're out there limbering up, just getting ready for this afternoon's big clash. Leeds, they knocked out of the Challenge Cup in the preliminary round, as were Castleford here at Nosey Road by the Saints. It was Bradford that took care of Leeds, so they've only the league to go for. They've been in the market, linked with a few Welsh Rugby Union players. Whether the transfers come to fruition or not, I don't know. The Saints, though, they're going back. They just come out for a limber up. They must be going back in the dressing rooms, just giving us a taster, eh? So no doubt I've got it wrong again, and young Andrew Barley will be leading the Saints team out later. Good afternoon and welcome to Nosey Road for this afternoon's Stones Bitter League clash, top of the table clash, where the Saints entertain Leeds. It's the 4th of February 1990, Leeds first out on the pitch, and they've got a lady mascot for this afternoon. Just waiting for the Saints to come out on the pitch. Just came out earlier on, just had a little run around. But Leeds, they'll need all the points they can get. The second position in the Stones Bitter League table, just 2 points behind Wigan. And here come the Saints, and they're led out this afternoon. Well, look at this little lad there. Today's match day mascot passes the ball up to Shane Cooper. What a pass, eh? Let's get him signed on. Today's match mascot is Andrew Ball. He's nearly 6 years of age. He attends St Teresa School, and he's out there with his favourites. He's out there with favourite Paul Loughlin, just giving Andrew the ball. It's a proud day for his mum and dad, that's Debbie and Jim, and his father does own up to being a supporter of the Pie Eaters, Wigan. Well, we'll give him a big boo for that. But Debbie's mum, that's Andrew's nan, she's a staunch Saints supporter. She gets our videos regular and she laps them up, and only rightly so. She knows a good thing when she sees it and hears it, doesn't she? But it's a proud day for mum, dad and all grandparents to see young Andrew out there with the Saints, and especially on this momentous occasion when the new coach, Mike McClellan, he takes over for this afternoon's match. So big day, young Andrew out there just shaking hands with referee Holsworth, Saints captain Shane Cooper and Gary Schofield. Is it? Yes, Gary Schofield and the Leeds matchday mascot as well. Anyway, the Saints team for this afternoon: 1 Connolly, 2 Hunt, 3 Beavers, 4 Loughlin, 5 Quirk, 6 Holding, 7 Devine, 8 Mann, 9 Groves, 10 Farber, 11 Jones, 12 Haggerty, 13 Cooper. Substitutes 14 Bailey and 15 Dwyer. And the Leeds side: number 1 Lord, 2 Fawcett, 3 Creaser, 4 Gibson, 5 Francis, 6 Schofield, 7 Cruikshank, 8 Hugh, 9 Maskill, 10 Dixon, 11 Kuwaiti. I'll just break off as young Andrew there, making his way over to the main stand side here at Nosey Road. He'll take his position up with his mum and dad and for this afternoon's match. Right, where did I get to? Number 9 Maskill, I think. Number 10 Dixon, 11 Kuwaiti, 12 Powell, 13 Diverty, 14 Bentley and 15 Waddell. It's Saints to kick off. Blustery day here. Both teams need points. Saints in 4th position, Leeds in 2nd, and Loughlin gets us underway. Saints kick off, and a little scare there for the Leeds outfit as he didn't take it cleanly. Saints hoping to contain the Leeds outfit in their own 25. They're on a roll now. They've 5 wins on the trot, 2 in the Challenge Cup, 3 in the league, and they demolished Bradford midweek to the tune of 32 points to 10. Unfortunately, Stuart Evans, he's got an injury. He's a broken thumb, I believe, and he can't take part today. George Mann had a bit of an ankle injury, but he's pulled through, and Neil Oldham there, he took an injury as well. But they're out there on the park, looking to get stuck in for this afternoon's encounter. Leeds, they're knocked out of the Challenge Cup. They've only the league to play for. Saints still involved and are at Hull at the Boulevard this Saturday. But Saints in possession. George Mann, block-busting Kiwi forward. Another Kiwi connection for the Saints, along with Shane Cooper and new coach Mike McClellan. Paul Groves back after a 3-match suspension. Haggerty into space, onto Loughlin, but the ball's down, it's come back. Players allowed to go on. Saints, indeed, leads 25, still spreading it. Paul Groves threading his way through. But Loughlin's took a knock on the far side, but Saints bring it over to the popular side. Neil Oldham grubbers through, the chase is on. It's knocked on. Saints come up with possession, have they? Jones has it. Saints on the charge now. 6 tackles and 10 yards, or even less, from the Leeds line. George Mann along the line. Cooper, Haggerty steps inside. International Pac-Man Haggerty. Solid tackling there. Cavalier and Mike Kuwaiti forcing back. Groves as ever at acting half-back. Inside to Forber. Coming on the diagonal, looking to release. He does so. Saints keep it going. Groves there. Oh, going for the line. Oh, yes. Inside ball to Beavers. And Saints are over for a score. 2 minutes of the game gone, and Saints are 4 points to 0 in the lead. As the applause dies down, Beavers goes over there, but tremendous work from Paul Forber. He took the tackle, he released it, and Cooper was there involved, Groves as well, and Beavers went over after some sustained pressure there on the Leeds outfit. Phil Beavers, his 14th try of the season. There was reports the other week he'd broken his arm. Well, I do believe he has got a cracked bone in his arm. Whichever way the cookie crumbles, it's still 6 weeks out. If he has it done now, or whether he waits, unfortunately, until it goes any further, or whether it will go any further. But it's Loughlin there. Does well, lofts it right between the sticks, and that puts 6 points to 0 in the lead. After just, as I said, 3 minutes play now. Kick-off. Loughlin comes up with it. Just gets out of his 25, and big Roy Powell comes in. But it's Jones. Certainly coming to the far, young Jones there. Playing well. Groves, George Mann. Pushes one off. Finally wrestled to the ground. But it's Neil Oldham there. Attacking half-back, scampering away. Linked with Leeds in this morning's papers. It was the Mirror, I think, that linked him with a possible move to Leeds, and he's also had a move to Widnes rejected. What a super kick downfield. Finds touch, Indy Leeds 25 to blustery swirling wind. I think it may be going down to that bottom corner. But that's the way. Peg the opposition back in their own 25. And first scrum of the match now. Referee Holsworth there just outlining what he wants from the scrums. Usually a shabby affair, but Saints come up with possession, and surely that Leeds man must have been offside. But Saints doing well there, winning one against the head. Saints in possession, moving it quickly, looking very sharp. Change of direction, Cooper onto Forward, flicks it back inside, well taken by Cooper. Haggerty now. Oh, tremendous burst from Haggerty in his testimonial season. Local lad, onto George Mann. Block-busting diagonal run, he's still going, is George Mann. The ball's loose. Leeds come up with possession, unlucky there. Saints want to keep it flowing, and certainly a good flowing team performance from the Saints that is essential this afternoon. In the lead by 6 points to 0. Kuwaiti, I think it is now, coming through. Maskill, Slively, Hooker. He's there just passing the ball on after it's been fed to him by a scrum half, David Cruikshank from the play of the ball. Schofield. Low kick. Good grubber kick from Gary Schofield. International centre 3/4, but he's in at the half-back position this afternoon. Fine's touch just short of the halfway line. So scrum down now with the Saints feed this time, Divine to feed. Saints just taking one against the head there at the scrum previous. But the Maskill is not packed. He still sort of finally gets packed now, but Saints come up with possession. Run around there with Holding. Connolly making the extra man. Out to Beavers. Into space. On to Alan Hunt. Going in for the corner. Oh, super tackle there from Norman Francis. But Saints play it quickly. Jones now. Saints faithful get behind them, and there's a hell of a crowd here at Rosie Road. A really good crowd for a top of the table clash. Barber looking for support, but the ball goes down, but he was facing his own line. That's a correct decision from referee Holdsworth. Haggerty now taking up the running. Out to Neil Holding. Out to Beavers. On to Hunt. What can he do? Oh, good tackle again from Francis. Sixth and final tackle. Cooper takes it left. Neil Holding lots it in the air. Crossfield. Leeds take it. Well, he juggled with it, but he finally took it. But it's Leeds back in possession, 10 yards from their own line. They'll be looking to create a bit of space. Mike Kuwaiti flicks it on to Vince Fawcett. But super tackling on the far side. Barber and Loughlin, I think it is. No, Loughlin's coming over. Les Quirk it is. Barber and Les Quirk. So scrum down, Saints feed again, and Saints putting plenty pressure on. 7.5 minutes gone, 6 points to 0 in the Saints' favour, and Saints up with the ball again. Along the line, Loughlin gives the dummy. Out to well, Connolly held on suspicion there, and rightly so. So that's going to be a penalty, and a chance for Paul Loughlin to extend Saints' lead. Right in front of the sticks, but about 30 yards out. Referee Holdsworth there, he points to the sticks. That is the indication for the touch judges to go behind her. Paul Loughlin's going to have a go for goal. He's kicked 106 so far this season. One this afternoon to his tally of 105 before today's game. That's good reckoning up, isn't it? But it's Paul Loughlin out there. Centre field, shouldn't have any problem. But it is a swirling wind. It is blowing down to the clubhouse end. Just composing himself. Saints off to a flying start. Loughlin strikes it well. Oh yes, right between the uprights, no problem. 8 points to 0. Nearly 9 minutes gone, 8 points to 0 the score now. Schofield, centre field to kick off. Let's hope he gets sick of this afternoon. So Quirk takes it well on the far side. Tremendously powerful wingman, Les Quirk. Leeds moving up very quickly. Gary Schofield especially. But Neil Holding beats him. Oh, superb inside pass to Roy Haggerty. On to Groves. Oh, brilliant rugby from the Saints. Outside to Loughlin. Oh, watch Loughlin go. Yes, Beavers. Oh, superb try. A superb 75-yard movement. And Beavers finishes off in good style. And that's Saints at the very best, isn't it? Superb try. Saints on the rampage now, running this Leeds outfit ragged. And that's what you call backing up, isn't it? A quick break out from their own 25 and good passing, good backing up. Loughlin finally lobbing the pass to Phil Beavers. He had Alan Hunt on his outside, but the Leeds defence was deflated there and Beavers had no problem. He just walked in. Beavers second of the afternoon. 12 points to 0 the score. And Paul Loughlin, oh, what a rasper, eh? Right between the uprights. And how's that, Lee Glover? A rasper, eh? No problem. Points to 0 the score, 11 minutes gone. The only problem now is when we get to 16-0, we always seem to, the last couple of matches, of anything to go by, we just seem to let the opposition in. So we'll just have to make sure it's not a goal next, it's going to be a try. That'll take us to 18. But Leeds kick off, Saints in their own 25. Paul Groves there. As I said, he's back after 3-match suspension, very harsh suspension against Castleford, when St John Ellis was the perpetrator and Grove just coming in. Neil Holding, oh, Grubber kicks down, is it going to find touch? No. Gary Lord gathers it, Alan Hunt goes with him. Hunt, well, temporarily stops him. George Mann and Roy Haggerty finally bring him to ground. But it's Leeds in their own 25, Powell. Cruikshank at dummy half, moves it to the right. Schofield, short ball there. So it's Leeds again. Schofield now, centre field. Looking to crash through there, but no room for him. They've moved about 10 yards upfield. It's the sixth and final tackle of this sequence. Leeds Grubber through, but Phil Beavers takes it well. Mike Coetti there, just laying on a little bit, but it's Alan Hunt from the acting halfback. Looking to get Saints on the way, and the breeze certainly getting up here on the podium. George Mann up to the halfway line. It's Maskill and Paul Dixon, two of the tacklers there, with the other prop, Cavill Hugh, this ex-Halifax and Barrow prop. He did well when he played for Barrow in the season here at Knowsley Road earlier in the season. Scored 3 tries. Sean Devine kicks it for touch, yes. Good kick for Devine under quite a bit of pressure there. Saints just again a little bunched. The ball coming to Devine, but he lofted it and it bounced kindly and went into touch. Scrum down just outside the Leeds 25. Saints penalised for diving into the scrum. So a penalty kick award to Leeds, a differential penalty. From the result, well, has it gone in? Oh, a floated kick there, kind of thing. It was Maskill that he finally found touch, 10 yards from the Saints 25. Cruikshank gets play underway onto Maskill as the pivot. Dixon, I think that is. And it's Cruikshank again. Leeds in possession, trailing by 14 points to 0. Well, hint of obstruction there as Leeds move it across. You get these movements. Wigan are perpetrators of this crossing movement as they move across field. That wasn't the jammer yesterday, eh? The old pie eaters just getting through by the odd point, 11 points to 10. Quick hands, Leeds moving it quickly. Gary Diverty trying to get his player underway, but solid tackling from the Saints. It's the nearest Saints have been, nearest Leeds have been up to the Saints try line. Coetti there trying to fend the players off, but sixth and final tackle again. Carl Gibson attacking halfback, feeds it to Diverty, lofts the up and under, cross field, awkward ball, there's Quirk, takes it, and he's off on a run, is Quirk! Unlucky there, just taking it well, bundled into touch. Good tackling on the far side. Awkward ball for Les Quirk to take in the swirling breeze. He beat the first line of defence, but unfortunately his feet must have just gone into touch. Scrum down with the Leeds feed on the Saints 25. Leeds moving it crossfield quickly. Oh, solid tackling there. Holding and Cooper. Diverty on to Kuwaiti. Tries to pass it round the man, but good clamp tackling there from Jones and Lachlan. Leeds bringing it blindside. It's Cavill Hugh. Lachlan has him. He's still loose. Cruikshank, but Leeds moving it crossfield. Haggerty stops his gallop for temporarily. Well, as we're temporarily stopped, just trying to find out what referee Holdsworth is doing, and it seems he's brought Leeds back to the 25. They was up there in front of the sticks for an improper play the ball. It looks as though he was saying that people weren't lined out correctly at the play the ball. But Leeds, they're not going for goal. They've elected to try and put pressure on the Saints, kick for touch. The 20 yards from the Saints line, and it's Maskill on to Francis. Maskill taking up the acting half-back position. Roy Powell trying to barge his way through. Powerful ex-Great Britain. Well, he's still in the Great Britain squad, but he's a second rower. But it's on to Dixon now, pressing on the Saints line. Maskill moves it right. Schofield gives the dummy. Inches short now. Leeds putting pressure on. Maskill attacked in half-back. Leeds will probably move it left. They do, trying to run around movement, but solid tackling. George Mann comes up there and crunches Dixon down with a superb tackle. Well, Saints on the charge. It's young Sean Devine. Gary Schofield tried to chip it through. Devine gathers it. Les Quirk came with him, but Devine didn't know that he was there. But it's Saints in possession. Looking the more lively outfit. On to Jones. Gibson brings him down. It's Groves. Beavers. He has to take the tattle. Gibson, Cruikshank and Dixon. Cooper now. Flings it out. Lofted pass. Short one to Roy Haggerty. Into zone. Unlucky there. He flicks it to Neil Holden. He just lost his footing and went down into the pack there. Kuwaiti, I think it was, that brought him down. George Mann moving it over to the main stand side. Lachlan taking up the dummy half position. On to Neil Holden, positional kicking. It's touched the Leeds man and coming field. So the ball's all on. To full back there, Gary Lord. Is it Vince Fawcett coming cross field? Solid tackling centre field, and Saints sticking to the task. Well, Beavers there, he's took a knock on the arm, whether that is his bad arm or not. It looks as though he's carrying it, and he's going to have to be replaced, I think, yes, unfortunately. Dixon there, the ball's gone down, it's a knock on, but I think Phil Beavers will have to be replaced. Mark Bailey warming up on the touchline. Unfortunate there for Phil Beavers. Yes, the substitution to be made now. Mark Bailey coming on to replace Phil Beavers. Twin try scorer Beavers, and the way he's holding his arm there, we can only fear for the worst, can't we, unfortunately. Super all-round player Beavers. Saints go with the ball from the scrum. Devine, holding, Connolly, in as the extra man. Neil Holding trying to scamper through, releases the ball to Paul Groves. 20 minutes gone of this first half. Saints with a 14 points to nil cushion. Tremendous opening 10 minutes blitz from the Saints. Alan Hunt shimmies, goes inside. It's Gibson that brings him down. Bailey at dummy half. Holding, Cooper, loop movement with Holding. George, short ball to Haggerty. What a sidestep! Oh, and to forward. What a tremendous try! And Bailey there, only his second touch, and finishes off. What a tremendous try there Roy Haggerty put through a big hole. He battled his way through the Leeds defence. Farber backing up, and then on to Mark Bailey. And what a try, eh? 18 points to nil the score. 21 minutes of the game gone. Superb team performance from the Saints. They look very sharp, and I'm sure coach Mike McClellan, he'll be pleased with this performance. They can obviously see the good work that the standing coaches of Shane Cooper, temporary coach Shane Cooper and Frankie Barrow have done, and Saints well on the way to the 6th win on the trot. Loughlin now just composing himself. Kick 3 this afternoon. Yeah, that's it, right between the uprights, and that makes it 4, and the score's 20 points to nil. If you remember last season at Headingley, Saints were completely wiped out by a powerful Leeds side on the day to the tune of 32 points to nil, whereas here at Nosey Road last season, Saints did get the revenge in the league, and 15 points to 6 they came through winning. Leeds kick off, and George Mander causing havoc in the Leeds defence, and I'm sure the Leeds coach David Ward will have a lot to say at the half-time team talk. Let's just hope Saints can keep the sheet intact. Well, heavy tackling there as Diverty goes down with the elbow on Jones. But positional kicking from Neil Holding with the aid of the breeze, and they're certainly peppering this Leeds outfit with kicks. Saves a lot of running for the forwards, but Saints they're well capable of running. Few long-range tries there. 20 points to nil the score, and a scrum down right in front of us, just 10 yards outside the Leeds 25, with Cruikshank to feed. Both packs get formed, and good example of feeding there, I'm sure you'll agree. But it's on to Francis coming on the diagonal. Schofield attacking half-back. He's the captain, he's trying to get his team underway. He's going to have a hard job on this afternoon as Powell forces his way. Good 10-15 yard charge from Powell into the Saints half. Gibson onto Cruikshank, onto Kuwaiti, but it's a knockback. Well, it must have hit the Saints' hands there. Referee Holdsworth right on the job, indicating the wave to resume the start of another 6 tackles. And it's Leeds moving it left. Powell. Hard man to get down. 3 man, Groves, Haggerty and Shane Cooper, I think it is. Finally bring him to ground. Cruikshank. On to Diverty. Jones in at the tackle, and Devine. Diverty, the ex-Hull forward. Maskill. Farber, no messing with Farber. He wrestles him to the ground. Good solid tackling from Farber. And Maskill certainly knows about that. Well, he shouldn't have been pouncing about, should he? Should have released the ball. But it's Schofield releases it to Fawcett. Powerful lad, but it's going to be the changeover. That was on the 6th tackle as Fawcett forced his way into the Saints 25. Farber it is now, taking up the running, taking it blindside on the main stand side here at Nosey Road. Groves along the line. Good tackle there, brings Jones down. Diverty it was, but Holding, and Diverty again, he moves up very quickly. Shane Cooper trying to create a little bit of space, but Leeds moving up. They know they've got to close up. The ball's to Loughlin, gives it a tremendous boot downfield. Gary Lord knocks it back towards his own post, finally gathers it safely as the Saints reception committee comes up. Hunt and Bailey thunder him down 5 yards outside his own 25. Francis trying to get away. Solid tackling, it's released to Gibson. Juggled with it, but Jones holds him. And it's Kuwaiti at dummy half. Leeds moving it infield now. Cruikshank just evading the clutches there, did well, but Groves, well, Groves didn't, has him. Connolly finally bounds him down, but Cruikshank, 25-yard diagonal run, and puts Leeds up into the Saints half now. Diverty along the line, Maskill. Kuwiti comes inside, releases the ball to Diverty, gives the dummy. Well, it's a loose ball. Francis Gibson tidies it up, goes crossfield. Perhaps Leeds' best spell. Into space there, yes, Gibson. Loose tackling there from the Saints in that movement. And Gibson there, he showed his pace. 25 yards out and touches down right under the sticks. It's a very slack tackling from the Saints over here in front of us as various players, Diverty moves upfield. Gibson finally gets it in his hands and pushes off a couple of shabby tackles from the Saints and touches down under the sticks. Give the Leeds supporters a little bit to shout about, won't it? Still trailing by 20 points to 4 and shouldn't have any problem in banging this one between the uprights. Maskill, I think it is. Yes, it is Maskill, the number 9 hooker, takes the goal kicks right between the sticks, bangs it over. Leeds back on the scoreboard, well, on the scoreboard now, and I suppose back in a shout, trailing by 14 points, 20 points to 6. So as I said, Leeds, they've only got to concentrate on the league, bundled out of the Challenge Cup in the preliminary round. Leeds with 24 points in second position behind Wigan. They could go level with Wigan if they win today, but they're going to be certainly up against it. The Saints kick off, the ball going directly into touch, so a penalty is awarded. Leeds, they could go for goal if they wanted, but they're against the breeze. They play it quickly. Obviously, with just scoring that try, they'll want to get back throwing the ball about and hopefully come up with further points. It's Diverty. The Saints tackling, it'll have to count. Cruikshank. He was one of the players that scampered upfield a bit earlier. Maskill bringing it blindside, Diverty, Devine and Cooper, and Leeds are up into the Saints 25 again. Moving it right, Schofield looking for a loop movement there. He's back onto Schofield, but solid tackling there. Haggerty, was it, and Jones that sandwich him. Cruikshank lofts it up in the air. Awkward ball. Well, it's loose, but it goes to Shane Cooper. Plenty of pressure there on Gary Connolly. Took a knock. He's just took a knock to the leg in the tackle. It's Paul Jones bringing the ball up to the 25-yard line. Groves moves it in field, holding. Superb dummy. Groves again, attacked in half-back. On to George Mann, he takes it well. Awkward ball. On to Farber, into space. Inside to Haggerty. Tormenting this Leeds defence. The ball's out to Les Quirk. Well, solid tackling from Leeds on the far side. It's only what you can expect from this afternoon's hard top of the table league encounter clash. But Saints spreading it. Quick hands. Extra man here for Saints. Bailey. Hunt will have to go inside. He does. On the diagonal, Hunt. Superb 45-yard break from the Saints. Sixth and final tackle. Bailey moves it inside. Hunt just taking a knock there. Holding. On to Farber. Chips it through. Fawcett takes it well. Farber follows it up and they try to force the man over into the touch on the far side. But it goes down and Leeds are back in possession. Ten minutes of play remaining, 20 points to 6 to score, and Leeds breaking quickly. Diverty looking to inject a bit of pace in this Leeds outfit. Just managing to get over for a score in the 26th minute. But they're breaking again, the ball's down, it's kicked on. Neil Holding stops it with his legs. Still go well. just finally bundled down on the halfway line. Gibson and Cavill-Hugh just holding Neil, holding down. George Mann, but the ball's loose. Bailey does well, picks it up, but it is a knock-on. At least you've a 50-50 chance of getting the ball. And Leeds looking to make a substitution now. Just coming out of the dugout, so one of the substitutes, but no board been raised just at present. He's just warming up, which leads to feed. Cruikshank comes up with possession, moves it quickly to the right. Gary Schofield, but Bailey goes in. Leeds on a bit of a roll now. It's up to Saints. The tackling will have to hold firm. Diverty onto Powell. In with the shoulder. Looking to release, but solid tackling there. Jones and Farber. Kuwaiti is it at dummy half. No, it was Cruikshank. I do beg your pardon, but it's Leeds. They're trying to throw it about. Neil holding down here with an arm injury. As Leeds kick upfield, kick it through. But Les Quirk, no problem. Drives upfield, Quirk brings it up to the 25. Saints temporarily down to 12 men while Neil Holding's receiving treatment. George Mann in possession. 10-15 yard burst upfield. Groves lofts it out to Bailey, but Hunt gets it. Awkward ball there, and Hunt jiggling round. Oh, just couldn't evade the clutches there of Powell and Gibson. Shane Cooper, lofted ball to Paul Loughlin. International centre three-quarter. Been named man of the match in the last two matches. But it's touched the Leeds man. It must be a knock-on, mustn't it, if Leeds come up with possession. He moved up very quickly, that Leeds man. Knocked it forward. So a scrum down to be formed. 10 yards outside the Saints 25. Sean Devine to feed. The referee Holdsworth right on the job, and offside I think he's given. Well, not retiring at the scrum. So Saints penalised there for obviously Sean Devine being offside at the scrum, or not retiring at the scrum. So Leeds move upfield and fine touch. 10 yards inside the Saints 25. Fawcett it is, trying to power his way to the Saints line. Powell, but Saints tackling, holding firm. Leeds now coming down a diagonal run. I think Saints still reduced. I think Neil Holding still having treatment in the dugout. But solid tackling there. Is it Paul Groves that time? Leeds moving it left. Lofted ball. Well taken there, out to Gibson. Saints defence will have to hold firm. Gibson tried to force his way over, tried to give the dummy. Francis came in field, but Gibson took the tackle, and it's the sixth and final one now. Well, the ball flicked out, and it's still loose. Well, it's going to be the changeover, isn't it? Surely. Leeds come up with it. Flicked it out there as he went down in Schofield. And Neil Holding is out there after having treatment, looking to scamper through. He's in possession, 10 yards from his own line, right in front of the sticks. Roy Haggerty now. Turns inside, releases it to Groves. Gives the dummy, but has to take the tackle. It certainly is windy here. I don't know if you can hear it coming through our audio. But Saints the throwing it about again. Devine to Loughlin. Looking for support. Oh, I thought he could turn and pass it back to Devine, but Gibson... Was it? No, it was Maskill. Neil Holding. Yes. Good kick from Holding. Bounces on the point. Midway between the Saints 25 and the halfway line. Clears the ranks for the Saints. It's a scrum down with Leeds feed. Cruikshank with the ball in his possession. 5 minutes remaining. Well, feeding again there from Cruikshank, right in front of referee Holdsworth nose. Leeds move it, Kuwaiti there, looking to release, he does so, back to Powell. Saints tackling, he'll have to hold firm, we'll have to clamp this man, one round the chest and clamp the ball, and one round the legs to stop the man running at least. But it's Leeds on the charge, Hugh inside to Schofield, can he make it? Loughlin has him inside ball there, and he touches down. Leeds score again under the sticks. Whether it was David Creaser that come up with possession there. Yes, David Creaser it was, he's been accredited with the try, but Leeds moving there very quickly, and Saints defence looking a little suspect yes again. So Leeds coming back in the hunt. 2 tries there in 10 minutes, Cal Gibson, David Creaser, both under the sticks, and surely just a formality for Maskill. They'll put Leeds back in the hunt at 20 points to 12. The ball there just tipping over in these strong breeze. What a tremendous crowd assembled here at Nosey Road. Gary Schofield, he's got to come up and possibly hold this ball. Anyway, if I can, while we're having a minute, if I can give Barbara Robinson, I beg your pardon, Barbara Robinson from Clinkenwood, I can give her a mention. For the first time in her life, she's had a bet on the Saints, and if she doesn't, if the Saints don't come up with the goods today, it's certainly going to cost her a few bob. So she's got everything crossed at home this afternoon. No doubt she'll be listening to it on the radio. But it's Gary Schofield just holding the ball. Maskill to kick it right between the sticks. He makes no mistake with that. He puts Leeds back in the hunt now at 20 points to 12. So Saints after coming out with a 10 minutes blitz, amassing 14 points there, and then when Mark Bailey came on as substitute for Phil Beavers, he went over in the 21st minute, and that was 20 points to 0. But Leeds hit him back, throwing it about. They'll have to get their act together. They're within 8 points of the Saints now, 20 points to 12 the score, and Paul Loughlin to kick off. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Fawcett coming centre field. He's a big lad, this Fawcett, for a wingman. But he's brought down there, solid tackling. Groves and Haggerty, and Leeds bringing it to the left. Kuwaiti, got to clamp these men round the top. The half-back duo there of Holding and Devine, with Paul Groves coming in. Chris Arkwright not on today's team sheet. He's been standing hooker, but solid tackling there as Alan Hunt brings down Powell as he comes through. Leeds trying to get underway. Diverty, no, it's Dixon, I beg your pardon. Paul Dixon, ex-Halifax prop forward there, good lad. He's took something, exception to something in the tattle there. But Leeds moving upfield, they're up to the halfway line. It's the sixth tattle of this sequence. And the ball with Cruikshank, lofts it in the air. It's going to go in on the full, is it? Well, it's finally gone into touch. It looks as though it's gone in on the full. Les Quirk, it bounced infield, and then Les Quirk had to turn round, and then it finally did go into touch. It's going to be Saints' feed, but Leeds putting a bit of pressure on the Saints just before the half-time break. 20 points to 12, scrum down just inside the Saints 25, and Sean Devine to feed. Saints come up with possession, they've got to break quickly. Along the line now. Quirk coming in field, Holding onto Farber. Farber's back into the fray. The ball's loose and Leeds come up with possession. Onto Schofield, Haggerty comes in for the tackle, but the final pass going, well, it went loose, but Leeds follow up. Still putting pressure on the Saints, but tremendous tackling from the Saints as they move over there into the 25. Leeds looking to get another another 6 points hopefully for them on the board before the half-time hooter. But solid tackling. Quirk comes in, forces his man back. and Leeds are brought back to the 25-yard line. Lofted ball, Kuwaiti took it well round the man. It must have been a forward. Well, he certainly thought about that, didn't he? As Gary Lord came up to take the ball, there's a pass from Kuwaiti round the man. Lord took it and it was well forward. Scrum down again. Probably the last scrum of the first half. Divine to feed. After he can get referee Holsworth to move out of the gap. Divine feeds. Saints come up with possession. On to Neil Holding. Saints moving it left. And there's the half-time hooter. Tremendous game here. Top of the table clash at Nosey Road. The half-time score 20 points to 12. Saints tries courtesy of Phil Beavers twice, but he's gone off injured, and Mark Bailey. And 4 Paul Loughlin goals, I beg your pardon. 4 Paul Loughlin goals, so at half-time, 20 points to 12 in the Saints' favour. Welcome back to Nosey Road, the second half of the Stonesbitter League clash. Saints in the lead at half-time by 20 points to 12. Before we get underway, if I can just mention, there was a lady talking to me yesterday. We had a programme for her here at Nosey Road, and she was asking me for a programme with Jimmy and Tommy Stott together. Well, if she didn't get one, I've got one for her if she'd like to contact me and she knows where to get hold of me. If you pardon the expression. So right, well, before we kick off, while we're on about old programmes, if any of you viewers have got any old Saints programmes, homes and aways, before 1958, and you'd like to part with them, I'm sure I'd be very pleased to add them to my collection. So you can always get hold of me here on the video stand at match days. Anyway, Schofield kicks off. Awkward bouncing ball, but Hunt takes it well. I'm sure today's match day mascot Andrew Ball, he'll be pleased with the half-time result at 20 points to 12. It'd been even better if it was 20 points to 0, wouldn't it? But George Mann coming cross field. No doubt Mike McClellan has had his team talk. Bernard Dwyer's on at half-time. He's come on as substitute. Saints now in possession, solid tackling there, Diverty brings Divine down, the ball's back to Loughlin, it's going to be kicked upfield. Saints playing against the wind in this second half. Gary Lord lifted there, just on a quick charge at the end there with Leeds, but it's Maskill now attacked in half-back. On to Powell. No doubt David Ward, the Leeds coach, he'll have given his side plenty of encouragement at half-time. There's Maskill again. Diverty along the line. Kuwaiti, quick hands there. Good ball from Kuwaiti. Connolly has to come through. Well, Lord there, but he lofted it out, and well, Leeds are back in possession. I thought Alan Hunt had it on the far side, but he must have had it taken off him. But it's Leeds back in possession. Quick hands. Well, it certainly looked a bit of obstruction there as Paul Groves come in to try and get the loose ball, which Leeds have been forced back 25 yards. Cavill Hugh trying to batter his way through. Maskill moving it left. On to Kuwaiti again. Kiwi second row forward. And Leeds now still in possession, moving it to the right. Schofield and Diverty. This ex-Hull connection with Leeds. Sixth and final tackle. You can bet this will go in the air, won't it? Oh, they're not. They're running it. Diverty gives the dummy. Well, he lofts it out. Still on the last tackle. Leeds allowed to play it. It's going to be the changeover, surely. No, it's got into touch on the far side. It's bounced in the field of play, so it's going to be a scrum down. And it's Sean Divine.
6JLB currently parked in Actors Lane. Please remove your car. That's a police message for the owner of a Renault A86JLB currently parked in Actors Lane with an explanation to
So scrum, is it going to be formed? I beg your pardon, Leeds looking to make a substitution with Hugh Waddell to come on to replace Roy Powell. Yes, the substitution is being allowed. Test forward, Hugh Waddell went to Leeds from Oldham, but Roy Powell, whether he has taken a knock, he's been running rampant at the later stages of the first half for Leeds. The Leeds come up with possession. Putting pressure on the Saints in the early minutes of the second half. Schofield looking for the half gap, nearly scampered through it there. Solid tackling. Shane Cooper coming infield. Maskill onto Cavill Hugh. These big props there, you've got to use them near the line, and Leeds are putting that to the effect. Maskill. Schofield, is it trying to duck into the tackle and get through? But he's released the ball. Is it Diverty? I think it's Diverty that's gone over. But Leeds have certainly scored. They're coming back into the hunt. And I think it was Gary Diverty there that finally crashed over. Well, Paul Dixon has been given with it. Paul Dixon's been given the score. 4 minutes of the second half gone, and Leeds reduced the deficit yet again. $20 points to 16 the score now, and Maskill will be looking to pop this between the sticks to put them within 2 points of the Saints score. So Leeds hitting back well there. Saints opening a 20 points to nil gap that's going to be reduced to possibly 18. It's been reduced to 16. Maskill there composing himself. Kicked 2 goals so far. Strikes it well. No, floats away. So 20 points to 16 to score now. The Saints faithful all round the ground, get behind him. Maskill unsuccessful with that Dixon try conversion. 5 minutes of the half gone. 20 points to 16 to score. Saints just going off the boil. And hopefully have to get back in the swing now. Have to watch Leeds. They'll certainly be trying to pepper the Saints with kicks downfield with the aid of this stiff breeze. There we go. Schofield, just as I said. And Connolly having to move very quickly onto the far side. Just manages to keep it in the field of play. Coming across field now. Waddell comes in for the tackle. Alan Hunt. Exceptionally quickly there. Farber trying to fed inside, but he couldn't do so. George Mann bringing it blindside. Along the line, Devine, Cooper, Haggerty, centre stage. Releases the ball, onto Connolly now. Saints keep it moving, Connolly gives the dummy. Looked a bit high over on the far side. Holdsworth says it's round the chest. But he's up and about, and Cooper grubbers it through. So Bernard Dwyer in at the tackle with Roy Haggerty. Leeds brought down midway between their own 25 and the halfway. Solid tackling from the Saints there, Farber. But Saints without 2 key players there, Phil Beavers. Well, Alan Hunt will have to get up and make sure he gets hold of it, even though he has knocked on. Awkward ball, and Hunt knocks on. Saints, as I was just saying, Saints without 2 key players, with Phil Beavers going off injured with an arm injury, and Neil Holding picked up an injury. He's been replaced at half-time by Bernard Dwyer, so reshuffling the Saints ranks. But Leeds must have taken another injury there. Waddell, he's just been treated. Powell back on the touchline warming up. has only just been replaced, but Leeds come up with possession from the scrum. Kuwaiti at dummy half. Leeds on the charge now. Certainly been all Leeds so far this second half. Early stages, only 6 minutes gone. Beg your pardon, 8 minutes gone. Maskill moving it left to Gary Schofield. Flicks it back to Gibson. Loughlin in at the tackle. Saints in numbers with Jones and Dwyer coming in. That's got to be the name of the game. 2 and 3 in at the tackle. But it's Cavalier. Well, tremendous burst from this prop forward. The ball's loose. It's going to be an infringement for Leeds. It's going to be no try. The ball being knocked forward. Saints couldn't capitalise on it, but referee let him play go on to see if Saints did come up with it.
Please go to the players' tunnel entrance and see the police sergeant. That's a message for Walter Sweat.
So Divine to feed. Scrum down just inside the Saints 25. Leeds hitting back in the early minutes of this second half. 20 points to 16 the score now, and Leeds come up with another one against the head. Leeds spreading it quickly. Schofield, diagonal run for the line. Well, a lofty pass. It was a mile forward. He's given the try. In on the far side, is it Francis or Gibson that's gone in? But Schofield did well, he broke well. It's Carl Gibson that scored it in at the corner. That puts teams on level terms. And it was a mile forward, that pass from Schofield. A good break. That's what he's renowned for, breaking well. But he lofted it over there on the far side. If you remember, Holdsworth disallowed a try against Saints at Wembley. A lovely floated pass from Andy Platt onto Mark Elia, and it was disallowed. But he's obviously, I mean, he comes from near Leeds, doesn't he? So you can't expect much. But the scores are tied at 20 points apiece, and Carl Gibson's been credited with the try. Maskill now, difficult kick for him. You can see he's only just a couple of feet in, if that's from the touchline on the far side, just outside the 25. And no doubt he'll hope to bang this over to put Leeds in the lead for the first time in this match. Scores all tied at 20 points apiece. Tremendous game, and Saints just losing the way a bit at the back end of the first half and in this second half. Here's Maskill. It's a good effort. No, waved away by the touch judges. So the score's all tied, 20 points each, and 11 minutes of the second half gone. Those two misses from Colin Maskill in the second half, proving crucial now. Would have given Leeds a 4-point cushion. But Saints will have to buckle down, get their act together, and Paul Loughlin kicks off. Diverty takes it, drives up to the lead, the Saints defence. Leeds will have the tails up, it's Cruikshank there, scampering through. Well, solid tackling, and the touch judge is on. Something in the tackle there, must have been untoward. Jones being brought out. Referee Holdsworth just having a word with him, but it was Cruikshank trying to scamper through. Saints have had a penalty awarded against them. Obviously, according to the referee's indication, Jones throws a punch in there, and Saints are penalised. Leeds to restart. Maskill, Hugh Waddell, Farber and George Mann. And Paul Groves combined front row there in the tackle. Maskill onto Diverty. Bernard Dwyer in there with Paul Farber, but the Saints defence will have to hold firm. Saints getting behind them now. Full back there, Gary Lord coming up as the extra man. Cruikshank takes it inside. Cavalier. Well, he went to Leeds from Barrow, and he certainly could have done a good job for the Saints here, but Leeds snapped him up. Mike Kuwaiti. I think he had a spell with Swinton either earlier this season or last season. Well, 20 points each to score. Saints are in possession now. Leeds lose the ball on the sixth tackle. Farber out to to Loughlin. Quirk got it for the line. Oh yes, what a try, what a superb try. And that shows you what the Saints are capable of. Breaking out of defence into attack. A superb try there. Going over for his sixth of the afternoon. It would be nice if it was, wouldn't it? His sixth of the season. And great play from the Saints there. It was the sixth tackle for Leeds. They lost possession. Schofield couldn't take it. Paul Groves scampered up with it, come up with loose ball. He spread it to the left. It went through a few pair of hands. I know Farber was involved. Loughlin, and a superb time pass from Loughlin onto Les Quirk. And he tremendous pace on Quirk. Outpaced the Leeds defence. And then went in field 10 yards and touchdown 10 yards from the touchline. A difficult conversion attempt from Paul Loughlin now against the breeze and just 25 yards out from the posts. To Paul Loughlin now. He's having another go before Sean Devine has to hold the ball. Seems well positioned. Let's hope he can bang it between the sticks and give us a 6-point cushion. Loughlin there. Oh yes, it's a rasper right between the uprights. That gives the Saints a 6-point cushion, and they've hit back when Leeds were certainly giving him some clog. Points to 20. Saints back in with a shout, and it shows you how dangerous they can be. Haggerty gets the ball, brings it up the blind side there, the short side on the main stand here at Nosey Road. Farber. Quick hands from the Saints there, and it proved dividends, paid dividends. And let's go again. Saints moving quickly. George Mann, bullocking run from Mann. Been very quiet in this afternoon's game so far. Did have trouble with an ankle injury. He has been out for a month. But Leeds moving up very quickly. Inside ball to Bernard Dwyer. He flicks it back. Well taken by Shane Cooper. Back to George Mann again on the blind side. Well, George Mann's off. Oh, brilliant run up to the halfway. Quick play. Groves takes up the run in. Saints running rampant inside to Mann. On to Haggerty. Oh, what a sidestep. Watch him go. Oh, unlucky, but it's off Connolly's legs. Probably referee Holdsworth to give a knock on if Saints are to come up with possession. But Leeds are up there, it's Gibson. 10 yards from his own line, and Saints putting it together now. Come on, you Saints, is the cry from all round this ground. Loose ball from Leeds, but they managed to regather it. Quick break, but solid tackling. Loughlin in there. Les Quirk moves in, but it's Loughlin and Devine. Well, it's come off a Saints player, it's been charged down. The tackles are waved off. Well, sometimes they wave them off, sometimes they don't. Not much chance of moving there, have they? It's certainly a hard ball. It's put Bernard Dwyer on the ground. Hugh Waddell. Saints urged back by Shane Cooper, the captain. Cruikshank. Well, he evades one tackle, finally bundled down. Certainly a pulsating game. Schofield kicking through, Cooper gathers it. Gives the dummy, Schofield takes it, and Cooper's... Oh, well, a terrible tackle there by Dixon. The knees right in Shane Cooper. And that's incensed the Saints side there. A terrible tackle there. He should be at least 10 minutes in the sin bin for that if he doesn't go down the tunnel for good. Well, Saints players being urged to go away. Referee Holdsworth will stand no messing, but I think it's Paul Dixon that went in on Cooper there. Cooper was already tackled. Dixon came in with the knees a-flying. He's out there with Gary Schofield, the Leeds captain. It's going to be a penalty to the Saints, that's a cert. He's just waiting for Cooper to be treated, obviously to see the extent of the injury, I would imagine, but this could sway the referee's decision. But an outrageous tackle there with Leeds going in. Dixon, I think it is, going in with the knees are flying. He's finally stopped the clock now. But Saints captain Shane Cooper, he led Schofield a merry dance there and then received that outrageous tackle for his treatment. For his trouble, I should say. Well, he's just been warned. That doesn't go down well all round this ground from the partisan Saints faithful, does it? The Saints awarded a penalty up to the Leeds 25. Leeds moving up all offside. But it's George Mann block-busting his way through. The ball's loose, but it's all on. Groves, outrageous dummy. Well, Leeds come up with possession. Farber taking a knock in the tackle. But it's Leeds in possession. Dixon. Roy Haggerty brings him down. Schofield, short ball there. Is it Cavill Hugh? Nearly halfway through the second half. 26 points to 20 the score. Diverty in possession, but Jones brings him down. Bernard Dwyer marks him and Leeds play the ball. On to Kuwaiti down the blind side. Passes round the man. Passes to Fawcett. He couldn't take it. An awkward ball, but he's one to contend with, this Mike Kuwaiti, isn't he? He's certainly not frightened of throwing it about, and he causes havoc in the Saints defence. Scrum down, Saints feed, Divine to feed, right in front of our commentary position. Divine feed, well, he's offside. And not before time too. Kuwaiti breaks out of the scrum. That's the first, it's the first time we'd got the ball off from the scrum in the second half. And Kuwaiti broke very quickly. Well, has it got it? It's didn't go in touch. Fawcett keeps it in field, and Leeds come up with possession. Quirk comes in, completes the tackle. So a bad kick there, it must be said. One of the rare bad kicks that the Saints do take from broken play. But it's Leeds back on the charge. Hugh Waddell flicks it up as he's going tackled. Well, as he was going to be tackled, I should say. Maskill attacked in half-back. Leeds still in possession. Waddell on the far side, but good tackling from Hunt. On to Gibson. It's finally brought down, and Leeds being held in their own 25. Cruikshank, I think that is, booting the ball downfield. No trouble for Connolly. Sees the Leeds defence coming up, tries to split them, but solid tackling. He brings it up to within about 8 yards of the halfway line. Haggerty releases it to Cooper. On to Gary Connolly. Well, that's not a head tackle, I don't know what is. Well, he knew he'd got it wrong there, did referee Holdsworth, and he finally penalised Gary Schofield for not letting Connolly up. But it was a head tackle to start with. So it's Paul Loughlin over to the main stand side. Finds touch 10 yards of the short of the Leeds 25. Groves to restart. George Mann, first receiver, takes it up to the 25-yard line now. Saints bringing it in field. Paul Jones. Another 4 tackles for the Saints to make it count. Groves on to Farber. Puts Farber through into a big hole there now. That's the 3 forward charges for the Saints, and they'll probably throw it out now. Yes, Haggerty tries to straighten up. He releases it to Cooper. Cooper there looking for support, and Dwyer comes up. 10 yards now, just over 10 yards from the Leeds line. Saints on the charge. Cooper, attempted drop goal. It comes back. Cooper still going. On to Dwyer. Can he make it? Yes! Oh, Dwyer's over. Superb score for the Saints. Bernard Dwyer there goes over for the Saints, powers his way over. A tremendous breakthrough, but that came from Shane Cooper. It was the 6th tackle. He went for an attempted drop goal. It hit the Leeds man. Cooper regathered possession off the Leeds man. He fed it on to Dwyer. It looked as though he was going to be brought down short, and we still didn't know whether referee Holdsworth had weighed the tackles off. But Dwyer, he got out of the first tackle, he powered his way through, referee Holdsworth was right there, and Dwyer banged it down. Extends the Saints lead, 30 points to 20, and no problems for Lachlan, surely. Yes, no problem, bangs it over, he's 6th of the afternoon, he's 111th of this season. Points to 20. 23 minutes of the game gone. Saints back with a 12-point cushion. They went to sleep at the last 10 minutes of the first half and in the first 10 minutes of the second half, but they've hit back with tries from Quirk and Dwyer, both goal by Lachlan, and now have a 12-point cushion. Leeds have kicked off and Saints are in possession in their own 25. Bernard Dwyer, there he is, the try scorer, making a further 10 yards upfield, but he's been dispossessed by Dixon, and he puts Leeds back on the charge. Hugh Waddell. Saints defence will have to hold firm, but Leeds throw it out very quickly. Cavill Hugh, got to get it in, clamp these props, Dixon and Hugh. Schofield there, he's not looked as sharp as he usually is. I hope I've not spoken too soon, but it's Maskill there in possession. Diverty flicks it across, but solid tackling, and Leeds get it out of the tackle. It's Schofield, goes down in possession. Maskill moves it left. Oh, solid tackling there. Well, nothing wrong with that. Good solid tackling on the far side. The man was on the ground, and then the touch judge he elects to come in to report to referee Holdsworth. You can bet it's going to be a penalty to Leeds. There's nothing more certain, is there? Paul Farber being brought out. Whether you'll be able to see that a bit clearer on your video or not, I don't know. But there certainly didn't look anything in it from our commentary position here. No crowd reaction from the Leeds outfit. But a high tattle there has been given. Well, Leeds elect, yes, it's obviously a penalty, but Leeds elect to carry on. Well, slow play from the Saints there. They should have had that ball, but it's Leeds that have knocked on, and it's going to be a Saints feed. Sean Devine with the ball in his hands. Saints come up with possession. Devine there around the base of the scrum, but it's George Mann from acting half-back. Leeds moving up very quickly, and neither side's been penalised for offside at the play of the ball, as far as I can recollect anyway. 14 minutes remaining. Paul Jones in possession for the Saints. Saints with a 12-point cushion, 32 points to 20. And looking to break quickly. Cooper out to Lachlan, breaking up this swing here. Quirk was with him, but Lachlan did well. He had to take the tackle. Leeds are lying on, and Saints play the ball very quickly. Along the line now, surely. Jones gives the dummy. The ball should have gone then. Well, he's at the 6th tackle. Well, I didn't see the referee's hand raised there, but a quick change over. Leeds break quickly, and Quirk does his stuff. Comes in and brings Creaser down. Fawcett attacked in half-back, onto Cavill Hugh. Well clamped, he does release it finally. Fawcett attacked in half-back. Is it Creaser to play the ball? Leeds move it inside. Mike Kuwaiti looking for the half gap, he's got it. He's into space. Inside there, well, Schofield goes under the sticks, but they broke very quickly there, and it's Kuwaiti again. He got Leeds underway. He got through the hole. He fed it left. Missed out Dixon, I think, and it went to Schofield, and he touched down under the sticks. Queety again. He certainly ripped holes in the Saints' defence this afternoon. But it's Schofield that's gone under the sticks. Maskill, just a formality, surely. Yes, Maskill lofts it well. Brings Leeds back within 6 points again of the Saints. 32 points to 26. Minutes of the game remaining. Certainly a pulsating game this afternoon. Both teams need the valuable league points. It's all Leeds have to go for in the season. Obviously the league championship title, hopefully, and the Premiership trophy at the end. The higher they go, the more playoffs they have at home. But Saints kick off. Fawcett gathers. He's bundled down just outside his own 25. Haggerty, Groves and Farber. Leeds moving it left. Maskill working the loop movement there. Cavill brought down, I think it is. Maskill along the line. Hugh Waddell. One thing about these Leeds forwards, they take the tattle and they're looking to turn and flick the ball out. Saints will have to clamp him, and it's Cruikshank. Well, he's worming his way through. Saints defence, it'll have to tighten up. They've just got a 6-point lead on Leeds, and both teams capable of some exciting flowing rugby, as we've seen throughout this game. 6th and final tattle, the referee's outstretched arm. Schofield there, he elected, well, he was going to kick it, but he finally got the ball away. Waddell it was, he kicks it upfield. Hunt, well, he knocks it back. Well, it's still loose. He finally gathers it at the third I should say. The third attempt. He keeps it in field, but it forces Saints back, but it's an awkward ball in the breeze. Connolly from acting half-back, and Leeds move up very quickly. Haggerty now. Gets up very slowly, Groves at dummy half. Saints move it along the line. Bernard Dwyer tries to straighten up, has to take the tattle, solid tackling from Leeds. Diverty and Schofield, I think it was there. 6th and final one now, as Saints are brought down on the 25. Loughlin lofts it centre field. Gary Lord takes it well. Ex-Castleford fullback. But Saints move in number and bring him down. They move away. Farber urged to move away by referee Holdsworth, and Leeds get the game underway and move it quickly. Dixon runs like a three-quarter, this Dixon. Usually a second row, but he's in the front row today. It's Queety again. Well, they should have learnt the lesson, the Saints. He's running the Saints ragged. It's Gibson, brought down 8 yards short. But it's Queety that's creating all the havoc. Leeds along the line, Diverty, Schofield, well, looked like a bit of obstruction, but Schofield brought down. Leeds overlap here, well, attempted drop goal from Cruikshank, I think it was, but the ball going dead. Just a little bit of panic in the Leeds attack there. The Saints restart with a tap from the centre of the 25 with that ball going dead. Farber in possession. Well, Maskill there, he looked away. Referee was right on the job, but it looked a bit of a awkward tattle on Farber. But it's Roy Haggerty. Gibson going in there, trying to depossess Haggerty. But Leeds moving up very quickly. Referee Holdsworth looks to his right, but he takes no action. Leeds have been moving up quite briskly all the match. Devine, George Mann, releases it to Connolly, has to take it back in field. 6th tackle now. Shane Cooper lofts it out to Haggerty. Saints are running it onto Bailey. Hunt goes without it, and Leeds come up with possession, courtesy of Carl Gibson. If Saints had been tackled in possession, it would have been the changeover. But it's Dixon from acting halfback. George Mann named as the Saints man of the match by the match day sponsors. It's Hugh Waddell for Leeds, he releases it. Cruikshank comes up with it. Leeds spreading it, it's Dixon into space. It's Schofield inside, and Schofield had gone right under the sticks, but it's Leeds, Diverty, onto Fawcett. Saints defence holds firm, sixth and final tackle now. Creaser inside to Diverty. Touches Cooper, goes back to Connolly. Saints in possession now. Diverty tried to grubber it through on the sixth tackle, but it rebounded off Shane Cooper. Gary Connolly picks it up and Saints are back in possession. Leeds are doing well. They're containing Saints in their own 25. Very few running chances for the Saints in this second half. Finding it very difficult to get out of their own 25. 6 minutes of the game remaining. 32 points to 26 to score. Well, Divine just couldn't evade the clutches. Sixth and final tackle again. But it's annoying when Saints are held down there and the referee won't keep them onside, isn't it? They've been offside all the match. Les Quirk now, what can he do? Well, it's going to be another sixth tackle, surely. Yes, he gave it before. Loughlin! Oh, looked like a trip there. Looked like a trip from Cruikshank. He's gone down, he's hurt his shoulder as Paul Loughlin. But good play, quick play, Jones! Well, the ball should have gone there. There's Bailey and Hunt on the far side, and the ball should have gone. Sean Devine, centre field, brought down just short of the halfway. Well, very lucky there for Cruikshank, I should say, to be on the field. Looks as though he tripped Paul Loughlin. He's still receiving treatment. Jones, Haggerty, on to Bailey, coming back in field. Still going Mark Bailey, tremendous run. Sixth and final tackle now, and Saints are in the Leeds 25. So Haggerty grubbers it into touch. On the far side. Scrum down to be formed, and Paul Loughlin's back on his feet. Just had some treatment on his arm, on his shoulder. But he did well there as the ball was charged down and he tried to come through. Cruikshank to feed on the far side. It's about time we had one against the head here, isn't it? Well, it's come out Saints side, yes. Oh, has the ball been knocked forward? Unlucky there, very unlucky. The scrum was turned, and it was Alan Hunt, I think, knocked it on. He's had a bit of a nightmare of a game today as Hunt. But it's Leeds to feed again, Cruikshank. Let's hope for an action replay. No problem this time. Cruikshank comes up with it. Leeds looking to throw it about, it's loose. Saints will have to move in and contain Leeds in their 25 now. Not having the rub of the green as far as the offside decisions and what have you this afternoon from referee Holdsworth. But we're 4 minutes away from a victory. 32 points to 26 to score. Diverty, well, looked like a bit of crossing. On to Creaser now, but Diverty there, he moves upfield. Saints on the charge, Leeds on the charge, I do beg your pardon. Sixth and final one for Leeds, and it's Creaser at dummy half. Schofield there, you've only got to get this man down. Can't give him any space, he throws it away. Loughlin comes up, drops on the loose ball. Saints would have had possession anyway. It's unlike Schofield to be caught in possession, isn't it? Les Quirk takes it right down in front of us. Groves moves it inside to Cooper, on to Jones. Trying to create a gap in the Leeds defence. Gains a valuable 10 yards further towards the halfway line. Divine, Cooper, over to Bailey. He comes back inside. Got quite a bit of pace, Bailey, if he can get in the clear. Leeds are forced to defend again. Saints just short of the halfway line. Divine into space, in the clear now. Farber's with him, gives it to Farber. Lofty ball to Quirk. What can he do? Fends one off. Fends. Oh, thought he fended two off. He's being forced over to the touch line. Yes, and a penalty to Saints for Leeds, dragging the ball out of Les Quirk's hands when held had been shouted. I would imagine Saints will elect to run it now. They're leading by 6 points, but it's going to be a difficult goal. No, Cooper, he is pointing for the goal. 1.5 minutes of time remaining, and certainly this goal kicking attempt, it certainly will take away a few vital seconds. Hopefully Paul Loughlin can slot it between the sticks. But if he is unsuccessful, as long as the ball goes dead, we're not going to grumble, are we? Anyway, Barbara Robinson, your bet's looking good out, love. We're leading by 6 points, 32 points to 26, and a chance for Paul Loughlin to pop his 7th of the afternoon over. Leeds being penalised there. And Paul Loughlin just composing himself. About 6 feet in from touch. Right on the 25. Oh, yes, is it? Oh, just waved away, but the ball's gone dead. Leeds are going to have to drop out from the 25. Very unlucky there, Paul Loughlin, but he's took a knock on the head there as well as the shoulder. But Leeds kick off. Gary Conley brings it upfield. We have had a little bit of stoppage time. But George Mann on to Bernard Dwyer. Saints have got to stick hold of this ball for the remainder of these 6 tackles. Nothing fancy. Well, we're playing in time added on for stoppages now. And as I said, Saints have just got to hold the ball, but it's loose. Leeds break very quickly. And it's Leeds now. They want to try and a goal to come up with a share of the spoils. Dixon. Well, he's very elusive, this lad. The ball's been passed out. Groves has it, and Saints are back on the charge. Groves takes the tackle now. Well, Leeds are all offside. Farber gives the dummy and breaks away from acting halfback. Just a matter of seconds now before the final hooter goes. Farber gets up very slowly, taking a knock in the tackle. George Mann. Into space is George Mann. Well, rather aggressive tackling there, but neither the touch judge or the referee having anything. A memorable victory this afternoon for the Saints, and it's been a real pulsating match. Grove, short ball, Cooper, Dwyer, into space, out to Loughlin, out to Quirk. What can he do, Quirk? Can he finish off in style? Oh, inches short. 6th and final tackle. Saints will spread it right across the line, I think. Cooper, well, he's going for the try himself. Yes, Cooper, he's still going. Oh, he had to take the tackle, but we're at the right end of the ground, are we? Leeds are going to be in possession now from the changeover, and they've a full 100 yards to go. Farber, oh, super tackling from Farber there. I was thinking Schofield, he takes him back in his in-goal area, and Leeds are forced to drop out from under the sticks. That certainly sealed it now, no problem. They could have only come up with a draw even if they'd have scored a try at Leeds. But Saints in the lead, 32-26. Leeds drop out. Connolly takes it. Quirk's with him. Connolly goes in field. Just waiting for the final hooter now. 2 minutes of stoppage time, and it's George Mann. Flicks it back to Groves. Takes it in field, Haggerty. Oh, unlucky there. Can Saints finish off with a flourish? Haggerty's got a touch of cramp. The clock stopped. There must only be seconds on it. But with Roy Haggerty's got a touch of cramp. Shane Cooper has took the ball, and they get things underway. Bernard Dwyer, centre field. Oh, there's the final hooter. Referee Holdsworth brings play to a halt. and a superb victory for the Saints this afternoon, 32 points to 26. Saints built up a tremendous 20 points to nil lead, and then Leeds came back with 2 tries from Gibson and Creaser, both converted by Maskill, and at half time it was 20 points to 12. Then in the second half, Leeds got off into good style, tries from Dixon and Gibson, both going unconverted, and that brought them back on level terms. Then Saints came back with tries from Quirk and Dwyer, both converted by Loughlin, and that gave Saints a 32 points to 20 lead. But Schofield are just scampering through 13 minutes before the final hooter, and so at the final hooter, as I said, it's full time, it's 32 points to 26. So Barbara Robinson, you bet safe, well on our kid. And for today's match day mascots, Andrew Ball, a memorable match, a good victory for Saints under the guidance of Mike McClellan, the new coach, so he'll be pleased with that. Anyway, we're in the Challenge Cup this Saturday at Hull. Unfortunately, due to Hull not providing us with suitable facilities for our video, as you've noticed from the league match this season, they always throw you in the Threepenny stand, so we're not doing it. It's on the BBC, you'll have to watch it on the BBC. I don't know whether they'll give you the full match or whatever, but unfortunately the coverage, they might have multi-camera coverage, but the commentary won't be as good, will it? So we'll just hope you can join us for the next match involving the Saints, and we just wish them well at the Boulevard at Hull on Saturday.